Up in front, we are up here for match number 4 of the day. Cricmates present Spinvic Cup 2026. Avenger from Taldrop. Thank you so much to the founders of Spinvic. First ball and taken. What a start. KK Lions won the toss, elected to bowl first. And it's a wicket on the first ball. They've enjoyed departs. Exceptional way to start the things here. Wicket on the first ball itself. Couldn't believe it. A jersey that resembles the away kit of Team India in 2019 World Cup. KK Lions looks very colorful there. And that made the start perfect for them. They've enjoyed departs. It's one down in the very first ball. And now there comes a new batter. It is Naveen Chandran. A talented wicket-keeper is walking into the middle to join Sadim. That was some big start. Ullas here to continue and to bowl the second one. And now there you go. It's a dot ball. Tries to cut, and this time it's 2 away. Wide signaled there from the umpire. First runs on board. Krishna Prasad alongside with Srihari that officiated the game. And now it's an appeal. Very big appeal. One on board, 1 wicket down. Over number 1 in progress. Ullas to continue. The evening lights are on. Oh, taken. This is some exceptional cricket played here by KK Lions. Won the toss. Elected to bowl, and what a start this is. In the very first over itself, they are getting 2 on top of the innings. Cricket excites the most, and that was a big one there from the fielder. It was in the air, and the landing was perfect. Cut shot from Naveen. Failed, and that didn't ground it. What attack, and what a catch. Moment of the day in Spinvic 2026. And now as a team, they are just celebrating. This is not a wandering moment. This is a wonderful moment. D down for 2 for just 1 run. Was trying to pull that one. Not well connected. Nitin P, the new batter, into the middle. That's a good shot, and that's gone. Cracked it all the way. First maximum, and the over completed there on a high note. 7 for the loss of 2. DDD. Pulls that one well enough. Nitin P, and that goes to the distance. Big 6. Second over to start, and there comes a new bowler. What a big start this is for KK Lions in Spinvic Cup 2026. 2 big catches, 2 big batters back in the pavilion in the first over itself. Broadcasting powered by webstreaming.in. You're watching match number 4, Spinvic Cup 2026. And now that's a good approach. That's a big start. It's a boundary to start here from Sadim. 11 up on the cards for DDD. Just pulling that one off. Big start here. Very big start. Vishnu Chandran, the bowler, into action. Now he cuts it off. Steady start here from the left-hander. Started off in style with 2 boundaries in a row. Sadim got that connection right. He used the front foot first, then leaning back and playing it. Very well played. Cut short. Thank you so much to the sponsors who's giving that support to Spinvic Cup 2026, to Cricket Shack, to Spinvic, to Muthu, to Ludis, to Golden Cube, to Amore, to Hotel North 7. Hotel teams. And now he tries to pull. That's up in the air. Sadim went for a bad connection. That was on top of the plate. Vishnu Chandran strikes. 3rd wicket down. KK Lions was looking for that start right. Was trying to pull that one off. Pitched up delivery. Slower bouncer. Made the trap fit here for Sadim. Vishnu Chandran. How good that thinking. He bowled 2 deliveries shorter to the length, and both the deliveries went for a boundary. Thereafter, he think twice, made a slower bouncer there, hits it hard on the surface. And now 3 wickets down. Dangerous Sadim, the left-hander, departs here for DDD. 3 down for 15. And that brings Akshay into the middle. What a start this is. After losing the toss, DDD never think of a start like this here. And everything right for KK Lions. Akshay was coming down the track, going for a single. Oh, that was missed by inches. That was too close. Energetic stuff continues. Second over in progress. 3 wickets down on top. Sadim, Naveen, Chandran. And in the first ball, Dev and Joy. 3 big batters departed for DDD. And now they need a partnership between Nitin P and Akshay. (16 on board, 3 wickets down. Again, the ball is coming into the right-hander. Not a big movement, but still, what an over this has been. Over to wind up with a couple of dot balls. 9-run over. Got the big gun, Satim. After 2, it is 16 for 3 here for DDD. So third over to start. First ball moved in. And there it started with a single. Have a look at that replay. Vishnu Chandran to bowl the second one. And here comes Ullas back into attack. And see that effort from the fielders. It all looking good here for KK Lions. Starting on a high note. Picking 3 wickets on top. Ullas claimed 2. Then Vishnu Chandran brings 1. Just a start to over number 3. With a good single. The over to start with a single. And now it is Nitin P. There the strikers in. Just a push forward. And now that's a good shot. Nitin striking well. That there he just finding the gap. 20 up on the cards, 3 wickets down. This is over number 3. Akshay alongside with Nitin. There in the middle. And now just to push forward. And there is a fielder inside the 30s. He's not running for that. He's not a big runner. Someone who can hit boundaries regularly. They're out in the middle for DDD. Strikes it well. That's up in the air. It's a big 6 there from Nitin again. What a start this is. Now they move to 27. Trying for a comeback tail. DDD getting the start right. Nitin Paul alongside with Akshay out there in the center. Cuts it. Firm and enough. Steady enough. Good way to wind up the over. After 3, it is 31 for 3. Such a big shot. Cracked it from the middle. When you bowl shorter like that, when you offer width like that to a quality batter, he will make it and accept it. Well done. A very good way to end the over. And that was a big over for them. 15 runs over comes to an end, and Dynamic Daredevils right now on 31 for the loss of 3 after 3 overs. We're talking about Spinvic Academy for Learning. And they are here to set the standard in a different way. A venture from Talrop. And they will give you an idea how sports are learnt, taught and experienced. Combines advanced technology with structured cricket programs and skill coaching. A platform that tracks performance, provides data-driven insights and ensures steady progress for the players as well as to the coaches. Thank you to the founders, Soni Chirvatur, Sairaj Masood and Shamir Khan for making it happen, and it is working successfully there in UAE. And for the tournament, thank you to the apparel partner, Ludis, refreshment partner, Irons Fresh, ice cream partner, Amore Gelato Cafe, and gear partner, Cricket Shack. And there it is. Missed by the keeper. By signal there from the umpire. And now that is another boundary. That's well played. .337 for 3. Over number 4 in progress. Akshay and Nitin Paul. Nitin got that start right, scoring 21 of 11. Not having any pressure on his shoulders. even after losing 3 wickets on top. He's there for that rebuild process, and that is a very good progress there from Akshay. Finds the gap pretty well. Comes down the track and hits with a flat batted swing. He got the connection right, half batted volley, and that went through the gap for a boundary. 41 up on the cards. Have a look at that replay. Walking down the crease, adjusting the lengths and playing it through the gap. Very good effort. Putting up a show. It's the left-right combination working for dynamic DareDevils. And now that was swung and missed. With one more to go, Vishnu Chandran again bowled a very good over here. It is economic. So far in this over, just 6 runs. He ended up the first over for 9 by picking up Sadim. Can he do a similar job here in the second over? With another left-hander on the crease. And that's a good leave. Coming into the line, then moving away. That's well played, and there is a fielder. Good stop. Single to wind up the over. After 4, it is 42 for the loss of 3. Here for DDD. Tries to swing the first ball. Ullas here to bowl the third over of his spell. Acted really well with the new ball. Wicket in the very first ball. That was the kind of start he delivered here to KK Lions. And now he tries, couldn't connect it, tries to pull it. And now that is a swing, that is a miss. There in between, what is happening here? Everything crashed and collapsed. .43 for 3. This is over number 5 in progress. And that's it. And now that's in the air. Not in the air, that was going through. It's another single taken. .44 on board, 3 wickets down. 5th over in progress. Nitin and Akshay out there in the center. Thank you to webstreaming.in once again for covering another decent tournament. Just played for the first time under the lights. One single camera there here trying to obtain the maximum visuals. Kudos to the team. So it's 44 for 3. This is over number 5, the final over of the power play. They got runs on board. Dynamic DareDevils even after losing 3 wickets on top. Nitin and Akshay raising the team to a decent total. And now he tries to pull. So that's it. Looks like the over completed there. After 5, it's 44 for the loss of 3 wickets. And now it's time for the 5th over to start. Akshay and Nitin P there. The over started with a dot ball. Vishnu Chandran to continue. And that was not much pacey. He's just trying to bowl. He's just trying to move the ball. Will that work in this occasion? And it's an appeal now. Big appeal there. That goes all the way for a boundary. Just trying. Was there anything? I don't know exactly. 49 for 3. This is the 6th over in progress. Pulls it off in style, and there is a fielder in the deep. It's 50 for 3. That's a good work there from the bowler in the end. 50 up on the cards and now 51 up on the cards right now for Dynamic Daredevils. That's well played. Well directed by the batter. Once again, it is Nitin Paul. Right-hander is doing the business. 6 overs done. It's 3 wickets down and 52 runs on board here for Dynamic Daredevils. And now it's a start to another over. Vivek V, the new bowler, into attack. 52 for 3 right now. 7th over to start. D up against KK Lions, and that's up in the air. I can see the fielder under the lights. He was not able to judge it perfectly there. 7th over to start. An opportunity created there from Vivek V. $53 for 3. This is over number 7. Akshay batting on 11 of 13 alongside with Nitin. She's supporting Nitin really well. Comes down the track once again. And now it's a chance. Oh, the keeper was not able to be there at the right time. That was a very good chance created, a very good fielding. $54 on board, 3 wickets down, 7th over in progress. What a start this is. And now that's 2 away. Easy call for the umpire. Wide signal to there from the umpire. And now that's a good shot. He's trying to reclaim that position. With 3 wickets down, they're not able to get that anticipation right, even though they get through there and here. They are missing something. Dynamic Daredevils. Under the lights, we saw 240 yesterday, scored by Cricmates. That's a big pickup. And now he is there on. The project is on here from Akshay. Good hitting down the track, and that goes all the way. Chest into the slot, moving and hitting. What a strike it is. There it is. It's a chance. Now the keeper. Vivek is so frustrated. That was a moving one, and see that chance created there from the bowler. Very good way to end up the over there from Vivek. 10 run over comes to an end. Decent one for Dynamic DareDevils. It is 62 for 3 after 7 overs. And now there, he's showing the bat. Nathan Paul. Let's have a look at that replay once again. There comes Sham, the bowler, into attack. Clear inside edge. Good call there from the umpire. Comes down the track, goes for a big one. Half cracker, made to the distance. Looks like it is a maximum. Just going for that anticipation right. Nathan Paul coming down and hitting it well enough. Got that shot right and into the nets for a biggie. And now that's up in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fielders. They created a pentagon. Again, a big appeal. 2 runs successfully completed by Nathan Paul and Akshay. 70s up on the cards. Everything looks fine and enough. The night is starting with a big deal. This is over number 8. 70 for 3. Nathan Paul and Akshay out there in the center. Now he pulls that one off. Can see a fielder there in the deep. .4, 71 for 3. That was an edge. Better edge to find a boundary. Now they move to 75. Now just a push forward and there is a fielder there. .75 for 3 after 8 overs. So Vivek is back. He is here to continue. DDD taking on KK Lions, match number 4 of this evening. Spinvic Cup 2026 successfully running in day 2. Over to start with the dot ball here from Vivek. He created 2 opportunities in the previous over. It is Vivek V, the bowler, in action. Mentioning the scorer, kindly take a look. It's Vivek V, not Vivek. He is bowling the second over of his spell. Bowled the first over for 10 runs. Coming for the second over. 75 for 3. And now that's it. A good strike. Straight down. It's a boundary there. It's a swing. It's a miss. It's a dot ball. Now he cuts that one in front of the square. There is a fielder in the deep. And coming for the 2. Oh, the keeper couldn't complete the action there. 2 more runs. Comfortably completed. 82 up on the cards. This is over number 9 in progress. 3 wickets down. Last ball of over number 9. The first half here to complete. And that's it after 9 overs. It's 84 for the loss of 3 wickets. Another 9 overs left in this innings. DDD. He'll be there to find something. Over 150, 160. Let's wait and watch. Tenth over to start, and now an end change from the canal, and Sham is back into attack to continue with the ball. 84 for the loss of 3 wickets. Short played that one towards the onside. Mid wicket in the deep. And now it's a single to start. 10th over in progress. It's 85 for 3 now. Shyam here to continue. Straight back, hit back at the non-strikers' wickets. You are in the 10th over, 86 with that single. What is going to be that total they are going to set up? Dynamic DareDevils and KK Lions. Dynamic DareDevils playing the first match for Spinvic Cup 2026 on the other end. KK Lions. Second one from their end. We saw that collapse in the first 2 overs. He was trying to pull it, Akshay. A good knock working between these two batters. Akshay on 25 of 22. Now with a better strike, he's improving over by over. Perfectly rotating there to Nitin Paul, who is batting brilliantly there with that 46 of 28. And that in turn favoring Dynamic DareDevils to make that comeback perfect. Short run lengths, better edge, and 50 up here for Nitin Paul. What a knock under pressure. 29 ball half century. A brilliant knock, I could say. He was a witness there when they lost 3 wickets on top of the innings at the end of 2 overs. When they were only able to put up that 17 runs, and now this partnership between them made them do that good fighting one. They are working hard to get that one even better and bigger. A stand of 76 of 49 between Akshay and Nitin. In 15 they lost 2 wickets, and now they are at 91. It's an appeal, and up goes the finger. Nitin knows that better than anyone else. He's walking back to the pavilion. Break to the partnership. Fourth one down there. The ball got some movement. He shuffles and he got stuck there. Nitin Paul departs. 4th wicket down for 91 here for Dynamic DareDevils. And that will bring the new batter into the center. Midun P. So there it is, over to wind up with a single. Midun is off the mark after 10. It's 92 on board for the loss of 4. ഒരു അറിയിപ്പുണ്ട്, ഒരു പേഴ്സ് മിസ്സായിട്ടുണ്ട്. ആരുടെയെങ്കിലും കയ്യിൽ തങ്ങളുടേതല്ലാത്ത ഒരു പേഴ്സ് ലഭിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ദയവ് ചെയ്ത് സ്കോറിനെ ഏൽപ്പിക്കണമെന്ന് അറിയിക്കുന്നു. Vishnu V, the bowler, pulls the first one, and that goes up and over. Just a big start here from Mithun against the spinner. On the back foot, he pulls that one all the way into the distance. What a start this is. And now it is dropped. It is dropped. Another big opportunity. KK Lions, you need to feel better. That's a good shot from Akshay. He's acting as an anchor and he's doing the job really well. You don't want that middle order to collapse here for Dynamic DareDevils. Hunted up on the board for Dynamic DareDevils. Very well played. After losing 2-3 wickets on top, it's a big comeback. And now that's away. Good way to end the over. 8-run over comes to an end after 11 overs. 100 up on the cards for the loss of 4 wickets for DDD. They were down for 3 after over number 2 for 15 runs. Thereafter, a good stand between Akshay and Nitin Paul. That's 76 runs together, where Nitin scored a brilliant half century, 50 of just 29 deliveries. That put them to bring back that momentum. And now Dynamic DareDevils putting up a show with the bat. With 7 more overs left, there comes Jensit, the bowler, into attack. First ball. If you can stop these rotations, that will also benefit KK Lions with the kind of start they got. We saw similar kind of a start today morning. The first match between Seahawks and Willingdon CC, where they collapsed for 37 for 4. Thereafter, a big partnership was built. And now see that shot. When you bowl something wrong, there is someone to take up that big chance. Midun P just making the odd one out. And he looks very comfortable there in the center. Another 6 for this batter. The right-hander acting really well. So we are talking about the first match of the day. Seahawks vs Willingdon CC. Seahawks put up Willingdon to bat first, scoring 37. And they lost 4 wickets on top. Thereafter, that partnership of 132 between Xavier Binu and Akash made them to a commanding total of 202 in the end. That is how cricket acts. If you are there to protect your team, if you got the idea right, you can protect the team perfectly well. And that's how the things goes. And thereafter they collapsed and all out for 202 in the final ball of that innings, where so they got 4 in the top, and then Vinitha Jayakumar getting 4 in the middle. So Jensen missed it again. It's very important to stop the ball. If it is coming back to you, you should stop it at any cost. Not allowing them to rotate the strike is what is important. Tossed up one, up in the air. Is that connected? Yes! To this batter, this juicy full toss will be a big benefited gift. Third 6 of this innings from Midun. And the team moves to 115 now after 12. 6 overs left there. And I think Dynamic DareDevils now in a very good position to finish this match on a top note. And now that's a good shot. Midun striking another maximum here. Very well engaged one here from this batter. Late night crackers will help Dynamic DareDevils to get a fine enough total on the board. 122 now. This is the 13th over in progress. And now that beats the fielder. It's another boundary. It's all running successful here for DDD. 31 to Midun. And just see even that inside edge beats that fine leg and finds a boundary there. 13th over. It's 126 now for the loss of 4. Tries to cut, couldn't connect it. Yet another dot ball here. 144 dot. Shot, cracked it, off from the middle. Aggression at its peak here from Midun. Another maximum for this batter. He moves to 37, that includes 5 sixes and a boundary. What a shot. Just getting that touch right on the middle of the blade. And now he cuts it fine. Will that beat the fielder? Yes. The anticipation was not that much. And in the end, the over completed on a high note. 21 run over comes to an end. A big over comes to an end. Dynamic DareDevils moving to 136. And they are reclaiming the position here. What a start. Fourteenth over to start. Sham is here to continue. Pushed it forward. There is a cover in place. And what a grab. Jens hit the man out there in the short catching covers. He's not standing exactly in the 30s. Few steps up inside the circle. Don't want them to take that single. And that was a big grab. A very good work done from Jensit. This is the 14th over. He tries to pull again, couldn't connect it. That missed, even missed by the keeper. Leaking runs. When you see the start, I had a feeling like KK Lions is going to bring down this Dynamic DareDevils under 150, but thereafter, Misfields, dropping catches. Toll made the opponents on a comfortable stage. Dynamic DareDevils took that as an advantage and they were beating like a king. Now the feeling is like Dynamic DareDevils regained the position. They are the front runners of this game. Partnership always set a basic platform for the side. And if someone going with that confidence and if someone supporting like Akshay there in the middle will put them to a better total. That will definitely miss the leg stump line. Very good call there from the umpire. Nothing to worry much. Off from the bats. One more runs in the form of extras. Just anchoring the innings. He's doing the role really well, Akshay. Sham, the one to set back Nitin Paul with that plump LBW. And that's it, over to wind up with a dot ball. After 14 overs, it's 144 for the loss of 4. 24 balls remaining. What they can put up. Even 40 runs will make them to reach 194. Let's see how they are going to act. Cuts it off, and that is in the gap. Beats the fielder, and that's another boundary there. What a start to the final 4 overs. Midun moving to 46 in just 18 deliveries. And he is making the start pretty good here for the team. And now that's 2 away. Wide signaled there from the umpire. Ryan Suresh, the bowler in action. 148 for 4. This is over number 15 in progress. And now that's it. He's trying to make some cutters there. That's well played. There is a fielder there. They're coming for the second. And that's it. It's a direct throw. The batter walking back. He is on 46. Midun P, the man to depart. Oh, there it is. 5 wickets down, 150 up on the cards. Midun got run out. And there comes Jebin. That's in the air. Another one taken. Comfortable catch. Jebin departs. 6th one down. The man who replaced Midun is also walking back in the first ball itself. 6th wicket down. $150 for the loss of 6 wickets. Over number 15 in progress. Srihari and Akshay. Srihari walks in to the middle. 4 wickets left for them. 18 overs game, 15th over in progress. That's up in the air. It's a full toss and taken. 7th one down. It's 150 on cards. KK Lions. It's a lawful toss coming down. Another man down. 7 down here for 150. That brings Sham into the middle. There comes the new batter. It is Shamraj. And now that's it. A very good ball to wind up the over. That was a team hat-trick there. First run out, then 2 wickets in a row. Very good over comes to an end there from Ryan Suresh. 15 overs done, and it is 150 for the loss of 7. And now there they are running. Happy with single there. Akshay, unbeaten at one end, scored 32 of 31. See the temperament of the batter for DDD, Dynamic Daredevils. Got a real guy there. And now it's a no ball. Signaling there from the umpire. .152, 7 wickets down. And now they're running for that. That's a good strike. And that is in the gap. Akshay with a big four. And Akshay is starting well. .158 for 7. Shot again in the air. Catch was the call there, something. And they made another good run between the wickets. Akshay and Sham. That's well played. He's here to put up a show. Akshay moves to 39. And now that was a miss by the keeper. Simply giving away the runs. You need to work hard. The total is coming onto the board. This is the total they are going to chase. Should have that in mind. And now the keeper is missing it. Very, very late when it comes to anticipation and work. He's trying his level best. See that running between the wickets from Sham. That first pickup itself. Lack of concentration. Cuts it, and there is a fielder towards the covers. And that's it. With another single, 16th over comes to an end. It is 164 on board for the loss of 7 here for Dynamic Daredevils. Last 2 overs of the first innings. And 17th over to start. Ryan Suresh is back into attack. First ball straight back and another drop here. And that's it. Up goes the finger. One or the other. They got a wicket there. That's important. But they benefited a single. 17th over to start with a wicket in the form of run out. Shamraj. They're running the first one hard. Coming for the second. Trying to keep the strike. But couldn't complete that single. So they couldn't complete the double. So in Ryan Suresh over, the wickets are falling. Earlier also we saw the wicket started to fall with a run out. When they were trying to get their 2 runs while striking to that square region. This time it's an early strike for the team. KK Lions. And now that is an impact sub walking into the middle. Jaren the man. Shot, pulled it, and that's out of the park. Cracked it all the way. Jaren comes and delivers big 6. Ryan Suresh now went wrong that short pitch delivery. If you feel he is a lower order batter, it is going to be a big mistake for you. And now he cuts it. Happy with that single. 6 distance covered. Then for a single. 17th over in progress with 9 more balls left in this entire innings. What is going to be the total? Madan says it is going to be 190. Let's wait and watch. Now it's a good strike. Is it in the gap? It's a long chase and it's a boundary. What a strike there from Akshay. We should definitely put some applaud to this batter. Right from the start, he is there as a survivor. And now the strike looks good. The connection looks good. And they are getting the impact right. Jaren long side with Akshay. In this over, they were able to put up 12 runs together. Sandesh, the one man removed from the squad. And Jaren comes in as an impact sub into that batting unit. Was trying for a full toss, couldn't connect it well. "17 overs completed. The over winds up with a dot ball. 177 for the loss of 8 wickets. And that's two away. Waiting for the signal. I don't know what is going to be the decision of the umpire. And they are coming for the second. Will that resulted? Nothing to result in a run out. Wide and 2. 180 up. Dynamic DareDevils. The innings started with a wicket. And thereafter, they fell 3 down for 15. A stand of 76 between Nitin Paul and Akshay. Akshay is still out there. Under pressure. He cooked up the bowlers. Showed his temperament. He got a brilliant 46. And will they go for the second? No, they are happy with single. Now it's been signaling by. Can Akshay make that 50 is the question now. He had given everything. And you can see him lying on the ground. What an innings. Gem of an innings. Shot, and that goes. It's into the distance. Big 6. Jaren leading the show. And DDD moving to 187. What an approach that was. Right in the slot. The batter was in a one-way traffic. The mindset is all clear. Will go for maximums. And now the fuller length works. Vivek with a dot ball. So you can see it's 28 so far. This is the third over of his spell. Shot again, cracked it off from the middle. Such a gorgeous one to watch out. What a finishing touch here from Jaren. Everything going right for this man and for dynamic DareDevils. 193 up. Can they fetch 200 to the scorecard? And now it's been called a wide. More runs in the form of extras. One hit away from 200. They will try and fetch it for sure. Scoring double century as a team in an 18 overs game itself. A huge total to set up for the opponents. And that will boost the confidence of the bowlers too. Full toss. Missed it. Complete miss. And now that's the conclusion. If no extras come, the next one, Akshay will end up his innings on 46 in 38 deliveries. And now again, it's a dot ball. No, it's a wide ball. Extra more runs added to the total here. The game looks good. Good enough. Couldn't connect it. Wide again. If he's going to bowl wide like this, they don't want to put up a big effort. Let's see. Let's wait. What is going to be that final delivery? Vivek. Heads outside. Slice it off. Jaren brings a boundary. 200 up on the cards. Intent went right. He was standing there for that 200. And the team got that 200. A very good knock in the tail end. Scored 23 of just 8. And that one big knock of Akshay that need a very big applause. What a knock. Scored 46 of 38. He was there to support Nitin Paul. Then the entire team. And he was the one to survive well enough for that 16 overs of story. Well done, Akshay. Well played, Jirin. And that is a very good total on board, 200. For the day, this is the third best team total in Spinvic Cup 2026 Day 2. Match number 4 in progress, and we will have the second innings in 10 minutes. And it's a time to the second innings. Just starting well with a dot ball. And now he flicks it better. Good drive, and it's a very good way to start. Off the mark with the boundary. Three balls done, 4 runs on board. And now just a push forward. Number 1 in progress. They are chasing 201 run. 18 overs game, the 4th match of the day. Spinvic Cup 2026 here in Palace Oval. That's pulled, and there it is. Fielder running behind, coming for the second, and completing 2 runs comfortably. 5 balls done, 6 runs on board. First over done, it's 6 on board for Nolos. And there comes the second over. Sadim, the bowler, in action. White to start of the things. 8 up on the cards. We got the 2 openers out there, Arun B and Joe. 18 overs game. And now see that one trying to deliver in the leg stump line. And that's it. The start is fine. A big total of 201 is what they needed. Sadim trying to make it close to the stems. And he's not getting the line perfect now. That was a comfortable one to deliver there from the medium bowler. An opener, a very good top order batter, and now acting as an all-rounder here for dynamic Daredevils in this crucial game of cricket. Winning the first will definitely bring some confidence to the team. Arun B and Joe. 9 on board and 9 for no loss. Swing and a miss. And that's yet another dot ball. Very good seam presentation here from Sadim. Failed to deliver the first one, FI1. Bowling in that line. Going for a cross-batted swing across. When it comes to the intent of the batter, it's a very good line. And now he bowled to the intention of the batter. Bad idea from Sadim. Hits it all the way. Hooks it really well. And that goes to the distance. First maximum of this innings. Have a look at that shot. He made that one perfect enough to the backward square region. To that long leg region. It's 15 up on the cards here for KK Lions. Sadim to continue. Now he is trying to push it. Couldn't connect it well. This is the second over. 15 for no loss. Now it's an appeal. Very, very big appeal. Confident appeal. As a team, they are appealing. All in all. $15 for no loss, 2 overs completed here. And now they are bringing the off spinner Shamraj Kaur into attack. Joe and Arun B. And that's it. $201, long journey. So with the new ball, At the start of the innings itself, they are just here to bring an off spinner. On the back foot, trying to push it straight to Nitin Paul. The left-hander is Joe. The right-hander is Arun. Looks like a cello tape on top of his head. Helmet is attached with the cello tape, I think. Don't know exactly what it is. Very well flicked. Good wrist work. And that's all the way into the distance for a maximum. 21 up on the cards. What a start it is. The first one he played behind. Then the off spinner trying to bowl in front. And now the batter Joe gets on top of the bowler. A definite example of wrist work against an off spinner. It is not an easy shot to play on, especially as a left-hander. If you can flick like that against an off spinner, that shows up your quality. And now he is here to find the gap. What a walk done there from the fielder. The run was good. The stop was good. And he is saving runs in a chase of 201 in Palace Oval. Under the lights. We cannot say it is a huge total. 22 on board for Nolos. Over number 3 in progress. Shamraj KR. I think he's missing his steps there. Like he does in nets. He's just looking at the opposite end. Opposite side. He was bowling around the stems. The first 2 balls, then coming over the wicket. Like we tried to copy in exams. A little check. Just moving the eyesight towards the right and checking it. Okay. The mark is there. Now I am standing at the same spot. It's an interesting contest here between KK Lions and dynamic Daredevils. When you see the first innings, we saw a collapse of that top order of DDD. Thereafter that big partnerships. And at the tail end, with many sixes, they were able to put up 201 as a target. Complete miss there from the right-hander. Shamraj is bowling really well. A very good over comes to an end. 8-run over comes to an end after 3. It's 23 for Nolos. $23 for Nolos after 3 overs. Oh, the bat is gone. The ball even not traveled that much. The ball was there in the 3rd wicket. And the bat traveled to the mid wicket. That was the power he was trying to induce. The blade is fine. When it hit hard on the surface. And now some dews are coming in. That will definitely benefit the batting side. While chasing the 201, when you are getting that dew factor, The ball will travel much. Srihari Kepillai to continue. He's trying to bowl pacey one. He's attacking with paces there. It's already 24 for no loss. And this is the 4th over in progress. With one more match to go. Let's see how long this will take. 8:20 p.m. Even the cricket is hitting well on the minds of these players. They are thoroughly watching the game. The organizing committee, they are not showing up. Any tiredness there? It's always very important to show up the quality in front of others. Thank you to Spinvic, a venture of Tile Drop. This is Spinvic Cup 2026 happening here in Palace Oval. Pushed it forward, fielder there. And that's a very good throw. And now in the form of overthrows, they will be gaining runs. 5 added to the total. They were lacking runs. They were not able to find boundaries. And now see what is happening. Just a push forward. He was trying to drive it. You should go with that full bat swing. While expecting 4, they got 5. Interesting phase of the game. It's 29 for no loss right now. That is what we are talking about. From the canal end, you can see a shortest distance from long on to long off. In that V shape, the batter doesn't need that much of power. But it is not easy to take up. Having that rich history over 75 years. This is Palace Oval. And this is the place where shorter format of the game started. The first 50 over match happened here in Palace Oval 75 years ago. Rich history, rich culture in cricket. And now that goes down the leg. He missed the line. When you miss the line like that, with better length, nothing will give you anything. 5 more runs added. The over is now becoming a big one for KK Lions. They were waiting for one good over and they are getting one such over without any efforts. 5 was overthrows, 5 was wides. A total of 11 runs. They got in this over. It's 34 for no loss. This is over number 4. Srihari Kepillai to continue. And now see that one. That slightest edge. Good work there from the fielder in the deep, Nitin Paul. So that's it. 4 overs done. It's 35 for no loss here for KK Lions. They're chasing 201 and what they need is another 166 runs to win the match. 166 is what they needed right now. And now it is Sadim into attack. Flicks it off. Better way to start another over. And now they got 39 runs on board. Joe and Arun, slow start but a better start. KK Lions not losing wickets in the top order. And they are getting a steady start here while chasing that big total. 161 more is what they needed. The start is right for them. In 25 balls, they were able to put up 39. The final over of the power play is hanging around here. What a start this is. Joe and Arun, if they can put up a show with the bat, that will give this match another kind of a life. Oh, straight back, soft dismissal. Couldn't believe it. Sadim, the man out there. And that hits badly on his fingers. Significant reflection. Once after taking the catch, it was quick in time, straight back. Was putting his hand behind, showing his pain there, and now down on the ground. One down for 39. First big breakthrough in the power play. And that will give some energy to the fielding side here. So the one who picks the wicket got injured and he is back for further examination. This is over number 5. Wicket on the second ball. Sadim brings an important one there. Joe departs 39 for 1 now. And there comes Vishnu into the middle. Drives it and straight to the fielder. .40 on cards, 1 wicket down, 5th over in progress. And now just see that they're running. Can they stop in Nitin Paul? Puts his feet there at the right occasion. And there again, MS Field. And now Shamraj with his anticipation making it back. 5 down. End of the power play. 43 on board for the loss of 1. And now the target is 158 in 78 deliveries. Let's see. And the further one will be taken care by Vishnu. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Compox.
Thank you so much, Mossy. He's been working hard from the day one. One-man show all across the tournament. This is an interesting game here. DDD versus KLC. Sorry, beg your pardon. DDD versus KK Lions. That's a great fielding effort. A superb game under lights. DDD versus KK Lions. A superb comeback with the bat by DDD after losing their first 3 wickets for very small runs, and they're coming back so strong in this game. Scoring 200. 158 runs more required from 77 balls. That's a short ball. And that goes for a boundary. That was a very good ball, but unfortunately the ball goes finer than the fielder has been placed, and it's a 4 runs. "43 runs onto the board. Once again a back of length delivery. Straight to the wicket keeper's hands. Superb bowling from Akshay. He's been hitting those hard lengths there. The lengths which is required to be hit on this wicket. Another back of length delivery straight to the long off fielder. Dot ball once again. Oh, played fine. There's a fielder place at the third man. Great pickup and throw. Just a single conceded. Great over so far from Akshay. Just conceding 5 runs of 5 balls. He will look to finish it well. At the same time, KK Lions would like to score a big one at the last ball. Once again, a back of length delivery. The batter tried to pulse it, but gets hit onto his chest. Great over by Akshay, just conceding 5 runs of this over. After the completion of 6 overs, the score is 48 for the loss of 1 wicket. KK Lions need 153 runs in 72 balls. This game is in balance. Can go anywhere from here. Devan Joy is the bowler. He's continuing his previous over, which he bowled only 4 balls. That's a hit. Will this be a catch? Oh, that's a drop chance there. That was an opportunity. Not easy under lights, but these catches has to be taken if these guys has to win this game. Very well ball by Devan Joy. The batter tries to play it fine, but straight to the fielder, plays it short third. Ball feels it well. That's a hit. And that is taken. He dropped the first one, grabbed the second one. That's another wicket for DDD. KK Lions loses their second one. Great wicket by Devan Joy. That's a great scene here. The fielder who takes the catch second time, he has dropped the same catch initially. That's how we say cricket is a great leveler of a game. Once again, very well bowled by Devan Joy. Habib tries to play it to the point area, just dot ball conceded. Great ball and well kept by the keeper there. Back of length delivery, short of length. straight to the keeper. Oh! Beautiful delivery, but the ball misses the batter, misses the keeper, straight to the boundary. 4 runs. That's too much of turn to handle by the batter as well as the keeper. After the completion of 7 overs, the score stands at 53 for the loss of 2 wickets. Great bowling from Devanjoy. Unfortunate boundary, that's biased, but still a boundary at the last bowlers of over. Need 148 runs in 66 balls. The game is slowly going away from KK Lions. They need some big hits here. Akshay is continuing his spell. Good bowling. The batter is trying to run for a single, but good collection by the keeper. He feels it initially, but cleans it up. Another shot of a length delivery. Cuts it straight to the keeper. That's a safe hands at the backward point area. He's been busy the whole day. Another great fielding again from that same fielder. He's been monitoring that area. He's like Yuvraj Singh. He's like John T. Rhodes. Not giving away anything there. Another fuller length delivery. Well placed by the batter. Once again a dot ball. This is a superb spell going through from Akshay. Another shot of length ball. Tries to pull it, but this time they have a fielder there. Just 1 run. Akshay is really bowling that back of length deliveries really well. The batters are waiting for the fuller length ball so that they can use the smaller dimensions of this ground. But unfortunately, Akshay has been bowling spot on with his back of length deliveries. Not easy to put away in this wicket. That's a superb shot, a slower delivery, fuller length. Played very well by Habib. He opens his account with a boundary. That was a beautiful shot. But superb over completed by Akshay. He just considered 10 runs from his 2 overs. After the completion of 8 overs, the score is 58 for the loss of 2 wickets. The equation is piling up for Team KK Lions. (143 runs more required from 60 balls. What a great effort from Devanja on his own bowling. Tried to stop that single, but the effort was superb there. That's the kind of effort, that's the kind of commitment we as cricket fans are looking forward for this evening. Another shot of length field. Super fielding there. Nitin Paul and Sham has been a superb fielding in the backward point and point area. That is some fielding, some effort there. Putting their body across the line. That's a big appeal. Not out, says the umpire. There's some game happening here. DDD versus KK Lions. Spinvic Cup presented by Cricmates Season 4. Lovely bowling from Dave and Joy. Once again a dot ball. Third dot ball of this over. This is not what KK Lions are looking forward for. They need some big hits. Yet another back of length delivery, and he fails in his bowling. That's some great bowling from Dave and Joy. He's coming in as a slow bowler, as a spin bowler, but he's just bowling them as fast as possible. Back of length, as good as a medium pacer. That's a great shot towards the extra cover area. 4 runs. Last ball of the over. That was a fuller delivery and gets the treatment it required. Dave enjoys bowling so well, just conceding 9 runs of his 2.4 deliveries. After the completion of 9 overs, the score stands at 64 for the loss of 2 wickets. Some Herculean task for the KK Lions batters. They need to score 137 runs from 54 balls. That is 9 overs. Required run rate of more than 15 runs. "54 balls, 137 runs, at required run rate of 15.22. This is a small ground, anything is possible. Both the teams are in the game. Jitu is on to the attack. Short ball, but couldn't capitalize on the delivery. Tried to cut the ball, just getting the bottom end of the bat. Super fielding there. 2 runs conceded, but the commitment was great to see. Jitu is a superb left arm spinner. Great action. Great glide. That was a good ball once again. Jitu showing his skills as a left arm spinner. The left arm orthodox. Giving the ball the air needed. And this one was a bit faster. This time a bit fuller. They have a fielder there at the extra cover. That's a superb shot there from Habib. A good six towards the long on area. That was a bit fuller from Jitu this time. And the batters capitalizes on it. Oh, that must have hurt, but then great stop from the bowler. He's conceded 10 runs in this over. After the completion of 10 overs, the score stands at 74 for the loss of 2 wickets. 127 runs more required from 48 balls. The required run rate is creeping higher. It's 15.88. Consistent hitting required for KK Lions. And Devan Joy is happy bowling his spell. That was a good ball once again from Devan. Straight to the fielder at mid wicket. 1 run conceded. Devan Joy came in when the other bowler got hit and is doing a very good job here. That was a bit wider, but the batters place it straight. Singles are not going to help KK Lions here. They need some big hitting. That's a good hit. The fielder coming down and the catch has been dropped. That was a chance there. Went begging once again. Great ball once again. Devan Joy back of the length delivery. The fielder tries to heave it straight to the extra cover fielder. Just a single. Could see the ball going high up in the air. Jaren was under the ball. He was placed well but couldn't grab the ball. Oh, that was a close shave. Inside edge onto the boundary. That was a French cut. Runs are welcome any which way they come. No ball signal by the umpire. Is that a free hit? Yes, it is a free hit. This is some blessing in disguise for KK Lions. First an inside edge, then a no ball, and then a free hit. Devanjoy has been bowling really well, but this is an unfortunate no ball from his side. Oh, a free hit delivery, hit down straight to the long off fielder just for a single. That is not how a free hit delivery is to be treated. But Devanjoy is not been very easy to put away. He's been bowling consistently well. Another full ball. Was there a chance there? That was a great effort. That's a six there. It looked like the fielder was interested in there. He leaped it for a very big jump, but unfortunately it went all the way for a six. Super batting here. Arun and Habib stitching up a partnership here. The score is 90 for 2. The completion of 11 overs. 7 more overs left in this game. Once again, the ball is high, is up in the air. Will that be a catch? Yes, Akshay takes the catch. Cool as a cucumber. That's some safe hands for DDD. KK Lions lose their third wicket. This chase has become interesting. Great partnership comes to an end between Habib and Arun. The strike rate was not what the team required, but still a partnership is always very important when it comes to a chase. Sham is the new batter. He's already ready onto the crease. Jitu has been bowling well with his left-arm spinners. He's missing his length a couple of times, but otherwise left-arm spinners, when the two right-handers are batting, is gold for any team to have. That's a looped up delivery, left arm spinner special, straight hit to the covers fielder, 1 run conceded. Oh, was there a chance there for the keeper? Once again a looped up delivery, this time a fuller length. Almost yorked themselves. Great bowling from Jitu. He's bowling so well. He flies that ball up. It was a full toss, but it dipped onto the batsman. Couldn't use that full toss because of the dip he had with as a left arm spinner. Great bowling from Jitu. That's a great shot. This time, back of length delivery from Jitu. And square cut from Sham. Superb shot towards the point area. Deep point, 4 runs. Another close shave. Great bowling once again. Great comeback from Jitin. Chitu, sorry. He has just given away 16 runs from his 2 overs and taken one crucial wicket. After the completion of 12 overs, the score stands as 96 for the loss of 3 wickets. KK Lions need 105 more runs in the last 6 overs. This is going to be some task here for KK Lions. That's a wicket there. Naveen Chandran comes into the attack. First ball boundary, second ball. Great stumping from the keeper. He waits for the batters to try to come into the crease and tempts him and gets him out. Great bowling from Naveen there. The last game of the day between Hustlers and Wellington. Hustlers had won the toss and they have chose to bowl. They want to chase it. The required run rate has gone up to 17.82. A single conceded here. Great bowling here. Wide signal by the umpire. Naveen Chandran tries to show up a big appeal. Once again a back of the length delivery straight to the keeper. Naveen has been bowling very well. He just considered 4 runs of the first ball. But he came back very well after that. Cuts this time straight to the fielder. The second wicket for Naveen in this over. Srihari grabs the catch. Naveen with no run up. Just coming into his action straight away. Bowling short of length deliveries. This time the batter tries to cut the ball straight to the fielder. He cleans up. And that's 5th wicket down. Dynamic Daredevils versus KK Lions. Dynamic Daredevils batted first. They were 15 for the loss of 3 wickets after the first over has completed. But there was a big partnership between Nitin Paul and Akshay, which helped them post a big total of 200. Now they are back into the game with the bowling also. First ball 4 from Ullas. That's a great shot. After the completion of 13 overs, the score is 107 for 5. The score required is 94 runs from 30 balls. The required run rate is of 18.80. This is some humongous task for KK Lions, but nothing is impossible in this game. Jitu has been bowling really well. That's a 6. That's a 6 from Jenset. This time he heaves it to the onside. Oh, that was a close one there. Great bowling from Jitu. Almost a Yorker there. Clean ball! Clean ball! Jensen is out. Loss of the 6th wicket. The score is 1-1-3 for 6. That is some great bowling, reminding me of Jadeja. He's darting those balls, mixing up his pace. "88 more runs required from 26 balls. This game is slowly slipping away from KK Lions. But anything is possible in this small ground. We have seen this in this tournament itself, how Hansen Nicholas has won single-handedly the game for Hustlers previously. Requesting the teams to inform regarding the impact player on time, as we cannot afford any delays. Great call from the umpire. No shot offered for the batsman. That is some great sense of umpiring there. Superb umpiring throughout this tournament. Once again, great bowling from Jitu. Hits straight back to him. Stops the ball. Here's ball. Superb 3 overs. Just conceding 22 runs and taking 2 important wickets. 3 overs, 22 runs for 2 wickets. The score stands at 1-1-3 for the loss of 6 wickets after the completion of 14 overs. KK Lions need 88 more runs from 24 balls. That's some humongous task on for KK Lions. Is there a Hansen Nicholas in their team? Once again, Naveen Chandran in with a short run up. He's hardly taking 1.5 step for his bowling. Saving all his energy. Don't want to waste his energy with the run-ups. He's bowling great line, great length. Not giving anything for the batter in his arc. Great stop. Similar to what Ravichandran Ashwin does. Oh, that was an opportunity for Naveen Chandran. He normally is a wicket keeper. I think he needed a gloves to grab those. That could have been his third wicket. Another great bowling, some soccer on display from Srihari. Once again, a great over from Naveen. 2 overs completed for him. 15 runs considered, 2 wickets taken. After the completion of 15 overs, the score is 117 for the loss of 6 wickets. KK Lions required 84 runs from 18 balls. I think this is just a normal. Clean ball from Shamraj. 117 for the loss of 7 wickets. Hopes are dying for KK Lions. DDD, they have shown some character after losing 3 wickets for 15 runs. A huge partnership between Paul and Akshay. And then the other batters chipped in, helped them post a total of 200. And now the bowlers are doing the job. 7 wickets gone for KK Lions. Once again, a single conceded. Jaren comes in to field the ball from square leg. Murali Krishnan is on strike. That's a big appeal from Shamraj. Not out, says the umpire. Once again, a single. This game just seems to be a mere formality here, it seems. DDD is cruising on cruise mode here. KK Lions are struggling big time with 124 for the loss of 7 wickets from 16 overs. They need 77 more runs from 12 balls. And here comes Jaren. Jaren is into the attack. No ball signal from the umpire. That had couple of bounds before it reaching to the keeper's gloves. Loud appeal from Paul, but not out, says the umpire. Short delivery, and that's a 6. Bad ball has written all over it. Please hit me. And Murli had just done that. .132 for the loss of 7 wickets after the completion of 16.3 overs. 69 more runs from 9 balls. Jaren has suddenly become a medium pace bowler from a spinner. And he is bowling well as a medium pacer, it seems. Once again, a back of length delivery. 1 run. This game is almost gone away from KK Lions. Miracles also can't help them, it seems. That's an edge, and that's a 4 towards the third man area. And here comes Midun. He knows that 64 more runs are required. So he's coming to the attack. That's a full toss. He was supposed to go out of the boundary but couldn't connect the batter. Straight to the fielder. Clean ball. You miss, I hit. That's what Midun says and shows his step. Showing his dance moves. Midun Joy, he's a dancer. This game is almost dusted. Just a mere formality remaining. DDD has shown some character. From 15 for 3 to 200. That's some batting from Paul. And Sat and Akshay as well. Another full toss, but this time wide signal by the umpire. Midun tries to bowl another Yorker this time. A bit short. The batsman plays it to the mid-wicket area. 1 run conceded. Yet another ball. And yet another dance step from Midun. DDD had kept this weapon for the last over. And he's not stopping. Showing off his dance moves. 140 for the loss of 9 wickets. Another cross bat shot from KK Lions. And as I said earlier, Vidun says, you miss, I hit. Last wicket remaining. Requesting both the teams, Hustlers as well as Wellington, to be ready for the next game. As soon as the officials are ready, we want to start the next game as soon as possible. Hustlers and Wellington, please be ready. This is going to be a big win for DDD. 60 more runs required from one ball. That was a run out opportunity, but completes a single, and the match is over. DD Lions won by 60 odd runs. 58 runs to be precise. Dynamic DareDevils has won by 58 runs. That was a great game. Next match is between Hustlers and Wellington CC. Hustlers won the toss and choose to bowl. Requesting both the teams, Hustlers as well as Wellington, to be ready. Once the ground is ready, once the officials are ready, we're going to start the game as soon as possible. Player of the match for DDD Lions versus DDD versus KK Lions goes to none other than Midun Bijoy. Requesting Jonathan from Lords to come onto the dais to give the man of the match to Midun Bijoy for his 47th of the 20 balls. And last over, when the opposite team needed 60 odd runs, he has came on to bowl. What is the point? I would like to ask the captain why he is not bowling in the initial overs. ഇങ്ങനത്തെ തീ ബോളർ ഉണ്ടായിട്ട് one thing we have to mention here, DDD had played with 10 fielders as there. One of the fielders got injured. Round of applause to Midun and DDD.